Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Money podcast, your source for all things money. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Michael Doub on the line, and he's managing partner over at Inicio Capital. Michael, welcome to the show.
Hello, Adam. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
So congrats. I know you do have a new ebook out, 7 Ways Commercial Real Estate Syndications Build and Protect Wealth for Passive Investors, and I'm excited to get into that. But before we do, let's talk a little bit more about what you're doing over at Inicio Capital. Please, tell us a little bit more about the company.
Okay. Thanks, Adam. We are excited about the book. And at Inicio Capital, we started, my background starts in biohealth, biotechnology, and I've been a member of a few startups in that area. What I realized from working for a few startups and starting a few of my own, it was very labor-intensive and time-focused. So I started looking for more passive ways to invest and build wealth. From there, we found real estate as a good vehicle. We were looking in single-family, small multi-duplexes, triplexes, and we liked the vehicle, but we realized over time that it was going to take a long time to create what we were actually looking for. And instead of creating passive ways to invest, we actually just created a different job. So we went back and looked and found commercial real estate. And from there, we really liked the vehicle of syndications. They were really recession resistant and really did create passive cash flow. So that's where we started Inicio Capital. Started to network with other operators, with people in the industry, and then now that we've found this vehicle, what we've created with Inicio, we can take this back to the people who used to be like us, who are looking for ways to build or protect wealth in passive ways, and connect them with the operators that we've already vetted and do deals together.
Man, that's exciting, and I think that's also a great transition. So, which leads us right into the topic of your new ebook. So, 7 Ways Commercial Real Estate Syndications Build and Protect Wealth for Passive Investors. So, first off, what was the inspiration behind this?
Well, the thought was, and even before the last few weeks, we had realized people think that real estate and don't really know the way that it works. So what we've done is put the book together to give a brief overview of what we do, how we work with people, and then what commercial real estate syndication actually means and how it comes together.
And so what are some of the things that the people that download this book can expect to get or to learn? Obviously, we're not going to have time to go into the entire context of the book, but we want to give them a little bit of a teaser, Michael. What can they learn?
Okay, they can learn the basis of what syndication is, how that benefits their investment into a syndication, how they build wealth, how they could protect their wealth, and how the entire system works for them.
So, I love it, and the whole thought process behind this. And syndication, if I could go back and do it all over and start over again, I started out my career as a financial advisor. I was in that business, almost 14 years. Been in media now going on 3 to 4 years full time, so I haven't had a practice in a really long time. But if I could go back and do it all, I would have to say I would have to rethink things and go that and learn the syndication business, because when you think about the power of real estate and creating passive income, especially when you think about pooling assets and when you think about coming together and creating a really good model that can benefit many people, it's kind of hard to beat, in my opinion.
Yes, I definitely agree with you, and that's why we started where we have. It gets you off the volatility roller coaster of the stock market and into more cash flowing assets that can be recession resistant.
let's switch back to Inicio Capital for a moment. So, what are there any type of niches or geographies that you focus on more exclusively than others in terms of deal flow?
Well, right now we really like these sectors or the asset classes of multifamily, of course, but mobile home parks, self-storage, and recently we've gotten very bullish on assisted living because that looks to be where the major growth is for the next few years.
And so, let's talk a little bit about diversification. So some of those asset classes, when you think about somebody who wants to maybe offset a typical portfolio, maybe they have a 401k, stocks, bonds, some other things. When you think about diversifying into these alternative asset classes like self-storage or some of these other things you're mentioning, can you talk about some of the benefits of those?
Yes. So one of the main benefits is consistent cash flow over time. From there, there's definitely asset appreciation through different vehicles that are specific to commercial real estate, and it is just a good way to grow or protect wealth over time via those two things that are natural to commercial real estate syndications.
Fantastic. So, Michael, a final question, so two-part question, if you will. So, first off, question one, what are the right types of clients and or investors that make sense for Inicio Capital, number one? Number two, if somebody wants to follow up and get the book and also get more information and follow, what's the best way for them to do that?
Absolutely. Anyone that is looking for passive streams of income, we can work with both sophisticated and accredited investors. And anyone that used to be in our shoes, small business owners, entrepreneurs, scientists, people who are looking to diversify and create different ways to invest, we're willing to work with them. You can find out more about us at iniciocapital.com. That's INICIO capital.com. And you can find the book at iniciocapital.com/7ways.com.
Fantastic. Well, hey, Michael, been great having you on the show today, and congrats again on launching the new ebook, 7 Ways Commercial Real Estate Syndications Build and Protect Wealth for Passive Investors. Great stuff there, and providing that bit of education to both your clients and investors and all those that go and download the book. So great stuff there. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Money, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the comment section. Love to know what kind of projects and things you're working on. Let's not let the conversation end here. Let's take it over to the YouTube community. And Michael, thanks again for coming on the show.